Hello all and welcome to my week 4 presentation. For my pop culture speech today, I have edited the May 29th, 2011 memorial service for the city of Joplin presented by President Barack Obama following the May 22nd tornado. The reason that I've chosen this speech is we all know and we've all seen the damage that EF5 tornado left, not only on the town, but of those of us who live here. And in this speech, a lot of people walked away carrying a hope and a newfound belief that even amidst the heartache and tragedy of the destruction that we faced, and in the hard times that we would live with in rebuilding, recovering, and coping, there is a reason to move forward, and there is a light at the end of the dark. I don't personally remember a time in my life where I felt so lost and confused. But I do know that this speech presented a lot of people with a lot of reason to push forward and not give up. And to remember that at the end of the day, no matter what we've been through, as long as we have one another and we're there for one another, we can move forward, we can strive, and we can rebuild. Even with my edits, I hope that the message still sends what it was meant to send, and I hope people can still feel the power in it. The reason why we stick together, we band together, and even in heartache and tragedy, we continue to love one another. Because at the end of the day, that is all that we have. This is my May 29th, 2011 President Barack Obama speech for the memorial service of Joplin. Thank you, Governor, for that powerful message. But most importantly, for being here for your people. Thank you to all who have come together to help this town in such a time of need. Most of all, to the family and friends of those who have been lost and those who have been affected. Today we gather to celebrate the lives of those lost in the storm of Joplin and across the Midwest. To keep in our prayers those still missing, to mourn with the families, and to stand together in this time of pain and trial. As Reverend Brown alluded to us, the question that weighs on our minds: why? Why our town? Why our homes? Why our loved ones? Why? We can't have the capacity to know the answers. We can't know when a storm will strike, or where a storm will strike. We can't know the devastation it will leave behind. We can't know why we are tested with the loss of our homes or the loss of our loved ones. These things are beyond our power, but they do not mean we are powerless. How we respond when the storm strikes, how we live in the aftermath of heartache and tragedy, that's within our control. And it's in these moments that we often see a glimpse of what makes life worth living in the first place. In the last week, that's what Joplin has taught Missouri, has taught America, and has taught the world. I was overseas in the aftermath of this storm, and I had world leaders coming to me, saying, "Let Joplin know we are with them. Let them know we are thinking about them. And let them know we love them." Because the world saw how Joplin responded. A university turned itself into a makeshift hospital. Some used trucks to carry the injured on stretchers used as doors. You waited hours in line to donate blood to those you know, and even those you didn't. Restaurants rushed food to those in need. Businesses filled trucks with donations. And in all of this, you have lived the scripture. We are troubled on every side, but not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. As the governor said, you have shown the world what it means to love thy neighbor. You've banded together, you've come to one another's aid, and demonstrated a simple truth: that amid heartache and tragedy, no one is a stranger. Everybody is a brother. Everybody is a sister. We can all love one another. As you move forward in days to come, I know that rebuilding won't be easy. I have just walked through the areas that have been affected. And as you look out into the landscape, I know there are moments where you must just say, where to begin? How to start? There are going to be moments where after the shock wears off, you feel alone. But there's no doubt in my mind what the people of this community can do. And as president, I can promise you, your country will be with you every step of the way. We're not going anywhere. The cameras may leave, and the spotlight may fade, but we are here. We are not going anywhere. Now, there have been countless acts of kindness and selflessness in recent days, but perhaps none as inspiring as what took place on that day. In the face of the storm bearing down on Joplin, threatening utter destruction upon a community, it was ordinary people, swiftly tested, who said, I'm willing to die right now so that others may live. It was the husband who threw himself over the wife as their house came apart around them, the mother who shielded her young son, the stranger who risked his life so that others may live. You see, there are heroes all around us all the time. They pass us on the sidewalk. They sit beside us in class. Just as we can't know why tragedy strikes, we may never understand where these men and women found the courage and strength to do what they did. What we do know is that in a split-second moment where there's little time for internal reflection or debate, the actions of these individuals were driven by love. Love for a family member, love for a friend, or even just love for a fellow human being. That's good to know. In a world that's cruel and selfish, it takes this knowledge. The knowledge that we are inclined to love one another, inclined to do good, to be good. It causes us to take heart. We see with fresh eyes what's so precious and so fragile and so important to us. We put aside our petty grievances and minor disagreements. We see ourselves in the hardships and hopes of others, and in the stories of people that commit such selfless acts. We remember that each of us contains reserves of resolve and compassion. There are heroes all around us, all the time. And so in the wake of this tragedy, let us live up to their example, to make each day count in the moment, to live with a sense of mutual regard, to live with that same compassion that they demonstrated in their final hours. We are called by them to do everything we can to be worthy of the chance we have been given to carry on. I understand that at a memorial yesterday, a wife decided to play a recording of her husband whistling his favorite song, Amazing Grace. The lyrics are a tribute to what Joplin has been through. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe this far, and grace will lead me home. Yea, when this flesh and heart shall fail, and mortal life shall come, I shall possess within the veil a life of joy and peace. May those we've lost know peace, and may grace lead the people of Joplin home. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you.